What's up, savages? I was just replaying Devaraj's live stream from earlier today. And that was pretty fucking cool to watch. um, so, you know, the way he goes about talking about Arb is kind of the way I think David wanted his promoters to be like. The you left the chat the chat open in the live stream, and you had your so-called fighters and your so-called ARP supporters all in the same room, being somewhat civil to each other. There was nothing crazy going on there, so that's the way it sort of should be. Like these man-child people that you fucking had promoting ARB before, the minute someone says anything a little off or they perceive it a little off, it triggers them. They delete the person, they mod the person, they got all the moderators in there making decisions. Even they make their own decisions on who they want in there and what they want people to say. And then they start getting fucking angry and cursing. Well, I curse, but cursing out of pure anger of what the person said, insulting their intelligence or lack of. And that makes for something funny to watch. That doesn't make it something that's for a platform that to be promoting something that is supposed to be as big as arbitraging, something that you want to actually promote to be real. And Devaraj himself, the way he handles himself in the video, and Captain Obvious is in there asking shit tons of questions because Devaraj is saying that ARB's not a scam or ARB's not a Ponzi, whatever you pronounce it, Ponzi. It's more fun when you say it. And he's explaining around Captain Obvious, or even Gandhi was in there, and he's trying to explain around, without getting pissed off. It was refreshing to see that, because not that I, think ARB is anything. I don't give a fuck about ARB, whether it's a scam or not. I just point out a lot of the obvious. Nothing, not out there getting crazy over ARB. I had done it in the past, and it was wasn't worth my time. So just the way he handles himself. And if David Peterson wants someone to promote his platform going forward, if he plans on making some kind of comeback, I mean, those are the type of people he wants. Somebody like Crypto, something like Devaraj, not like I said, the man-children that were out there just whining, bitching, crying. You say something to Devaraj, he just talks about it. Something that you perceive as fun. He talks about it, entertains the question, passes over what he doesn't feel like talking about, and doesn't once get angry, doesn't flip the fuck out, doesn't scream at the people in the chat, doesn't scream at the screen, doesn't look like he handles himself very well. And that comes from experience. A person like himself is probably experienced in dealing with people. Obviously he is. I've watched his other channel as well. So the only thing I have critical wise as far as ARB goes is that when Captain Obvious is pointing out that it's a fraud for this reason, that reason, the other, and just a simple explanation, not going in too much detail, but what makes someone like me stay away from ARB going forward is that it's the ABOT thing. No one really talks about it anymore, but it was promised that the ABOT would make them daily passive income, that there is an ABOT doing arbitrage trades and making daily passive income. Now, Devaraj, you believe that there is no ABOT. If you believe there's no ABOT, then but they're telling you there is one. That was the whole thing, that they're telling you there's one, because wouldn't that be perceived as fraud by telling you something that exists that doesn't really exist? I mean, not that you know for sure whether it exists or not, but if you think there isn't one, knowing that this was the promise of the ABOT making the passive income, now wouldn't that run a trigger for you? Also, the BVI license, not as important, but fake BVI license. There's a couple of little things that could be perceived as, to trigger you to believe that it's not real. Again, I don't know if it is or not. The fuck do I know? David Peterson could be a genius. sometimes I doubt that with who he used for. I mean, he couldn't control who the promoters were, I guess, but who he endorsed and did videos with and doing promotion. That's my take on it. As far as Captain Obvious goes, I heard you mention that you had heard that I am Captain Obvious, and you're obviously dealing with somebody like maybe PJ3 who had or who knows who started that. I'm definitely not Captain Obvious, but the fact that PJ3 kept insisting we had a conversation about it, and he deleted his video where he basically threatened my life, threatened Saint's life in a roundabout way. I have a cousin who's a detective. I let him watch the video, and he says, yeah, that's just straight threats. And then he was trying to dox me at the time. They were trying to get at me for whatever reason. I don't even know what the fuck I said at that time, but that's kind of where I stopped messing around with ARB, because I don't need that shit in my life. I don't need this bullshit, and I don't give a fuck about it. But seriously though, I'm not Captain Obvious. If you watch any stream where me and Captain Obvious will be in the same stream, and everyone knows I make videos, I make them on my fucking phone. I don't use my computer for shit. I use it for crypto, and it's on a VPN. Even my phone's on a VPN, but I don't trust my computer mixed with my phone. I use my phone for YouTube, for viewing, for commenting, for making videos. So if you see, us in a live stream together, it's fairly obvious that I'm not Captain Obvious, because I'm not. I wouldn't know how on my phone to have two. That's just too complicated for me. Anyway, dead that rumor. That fucking PJ3 started. That fucking prick. PJ3 trying to fucking dox me, trying to fucking threaten me. Meanwhile, the minute you came out with that video, I had 4 people messaging me with your fucking phone number and the fact that you live in California. And then someone was ready to offer me address, and I said, I don't need his address. I don't care what PJ3 thinks. I don't give a flying fuck about that fucking mom jean wearing douchebag. So that's where that Captain Obvious and angry crypto guy fucking thing, but obviously it's not true. And if you want to think it is, I really don't fucking care. I personally don't have time to do the things that he does. And no disrespect to Captain Obvious, but all the things he's doing for Den, getting together everything for the law enforcement or whatever the case is, that's not my bag, dude. I have no use for you. You can come to my fucking house, and the last thing I'm gonna do is call the cops. You come anywhere, anyone comes near my house, so I have no use for the police. Not to say I don't have 100% no use for the police, but the last thing I want to do is be collaborating with any type of law enforcement on any fucking thing. That's just me. But Devaraj, like I said, I want to just compliment you on the way you handle yourself. Keep the mods off your live. People, keep your fucking mods off your live streams. It's entertaining to watch. Except, I mean, towards the end, there, Crypto Mad came in and just started fucking WWE, fucking MMA nonsense, chaos with Oracle, and then he went at Saint, and, it's entertaining. It's definitely entertaining. So, I don't know why people mod their chats, their live streams, or I don't delete comments, and if I ever do a live stream, which I do rarely, nobody mods it. It's just say what you want. I have nothing to hide. People that mod like that and try to delete people, they got some certain level of things maybe to hide. I don't know. That's the way I feel about it. But what else do I have to say? Yeah, again, Devaraj, very interesting. I like the way you handle yourself. If you want to promote something better than ARB, you would be good at it. And if you want to promote ARB, fucking promote ARB. You'd probably be good at that. Way better than what they had. If anyone deserves to get paid for promoting ARB, it would be you. The fucking amount of time you put in. That is it. That's all I fucking have today. My opinion on your live stream. Great show. And fucking, what are you drinking non-alcoholic fucking beer for, man? Holy shit, man. It's like decaffeinated coffee. I don't know. That shit don't make sense. All right, everyone. Have a good day. Thanks.